These 3 quotes from the Chimp Paradox will help you understand this powerful part of your mind and change your life. So let's take a look at these quotes directly from the book. The chimp is an emotional machine that thinks independently from us. It's not good or bad, it's just a chimp. This system is installed within us all. And if you want the medical terms, it contains the thalamus, the amygdala, the hippocampus. Getting bored already? Because that's the way I was. If I'd tried to learn the way my thoughts were being analysed in my head and the outcomes I could get in life by learning those Latin terms, I wouldn't have got very far. And that really is the beauty of the Chimp Paradox model, in the way that Steve Peters has simplified it down into the parts of the brain so that anybody can understand it. And here we're talking about the chimp, the primitive part of the brain which is in control of our emotions. Instead of those long Latin words, Steve just teaches us that this part of the brain thinks in a jungle, primitive-like manner, and it's constantly trying to keep us safe. Once you can appreciate that this part of your mind is just offering you the thoughts, then it puts you in a much better place to be able to appreciate what's happening there. And as Steve emphasises in every conference I've ever been to with him, he always emphasises, and used to get the little air freshener stickers as well to put in the car in your goodie bag at the chimp conferences, and they often said that you always have a choice. You have these thoughts presented to you. It's up to you whether you take action or you act on them. It is this chimp inner limbic system, or chimp system as Steve calls it, and I've learned it, that is offering you the thoughts. It's looking into another part of the brain, which is another video I'll do, and this is then giving us past references. And if the chimp can see any sort of danger in the situation we're approaching from the past references, when it looks into that part of the brain, then it's going to give you these negative thought reactions, and that is the Chimp Paradox. You are not responsible for the nature of your chimp, but you are responsible for managing it. Compare this quote to walking your pet dog down the road. You're not responsible for the nature of your dog. It can be barking or leaping about or running after anything it sees. And you're not responsible for that nature, because that's the nature of the dog. And the same as the nature of the chimp. You've inherited your chimp in your genes. But it's up to you to manage it, just the same as it's up to you to manage your dog. As you're walking it down the street, if it's leaping and jumping everywhere, you just tighten the leash and control it. And that is what you've got to do with the chimp part of your brain. If you can learn to understand the drives that your chimp works with and rein it in at certain circumstances, you'll have a much better, more balanced life. I can assure you. At a Christmas conference a few years ago, Professor Peters made a quote which had quite a profound effect on me. And he said, if you're living your life by the chimp centre of your brain and acting in a jungle, survival-like manner, tell me, is the world ever going to see the real you? So if you just take a moment and think about that, how many times during your day are you reacting on this emotional centre of your mind? Are you constantly jumping and reacting to any slight situation? Are you unable to concentrate and you leap into opinions quickly and very short with people? Then this is definitely the chimp part of your brain. And is the world seeing the real you when you're acting like that? It's worth thinking about. One of the secrets of success and happiness is to learn to live with your chimp and not get bitten or attacked by it. To do this, you need to understand how your chimp behaves and why it thinks and acts in the way that it does. You need to understand your human and not muddle up your human with your chimp. You're able to recognize this beast that's at work in your mind, learn to tame it, to manage it, learn its ways, and then try to get it acting on your side, because it is not always bad. As we said in the first quote, It's not good, it's not bad, it's just a chimp. And often it can be good when it gives you intuition, it gives you laughter, it gives you many good things in life. And it can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. So it's very important that you learn to understand how it's ruling your life. And I hope these quotes have helped. If you want to take a look at this video up here, that highlights the ways that managing the chimp paradox in my own life has affected me, and I hope it can help you.